Hello. It always feels like it's going to be a serious message when I'm sat in here. It looks all formal doesn't it? With a blurry background. It's not serious at all, but we haven't put a video out for 2 weeks. We've done the lives. We really enjoyed the lives, and the lives are nothing to prepare. We just basically switched the camera on, got a couple of alcoholic drinks each. Well, maybe Sean more alcoholic than mine, and we just have a laugh for a couple of hours. Well, there's been no recorded vlogs, well, for 2 weeks, and then there was a couple, but none for I think 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks before that. And whenever that happens, we do get messages, we get comments left on other vlogs or comments on Facebook or X or Threads or Instagram and emails sometimes, even though we don't really usually give his email address out, we do get a lot of emails, which is surprising. But anyhow, the messages are always along the lines of, "Are you okay? I hope you're getting some support." This, that, and the other. Always quite like negative, not trolling, but like concern, like worried that something might be wrong. Nothing's wrong, really, but the wedding, to be honest, has just wow. I know, I now have complete sympathy for anybody who's ever had to organize a wedding. I really have. When we first booked this, which was back in November, December 2023, so nearly a year ago, and I thought I had it sussed because we managed to secure the venue, and within 2 days, I think I'd secured the caterer, the florist, the cake maker, the music, everything else was secured. We got the date, we got everybody in. And I was really quite proud of myself at the time. I remember at Christmas time last year, just thinking, I don't know why people get stressed about weddings because I've literally done this in 3 days. Either I'm really good or luck's just kind of fallen in my lap when it comes to the wedding and didn't think much else about it. I knew that further down the line, we'd have things like seating plans to deal with and little final bits of preparation. But wow, was I shocked when about 4 months ago, it just, if you've ever planned a wedding, and this one's quite a complicated one to plan, but if you've ever planned a wedding, I'm sure everybody else's is too in one way or another. You will probably know that it can be like an avalanche in slow motion. And I really wasn't prepared for the amount of work that just kind of started to build up. It wasn't that I wasn't doing it or leaving it too late. It was just every time I thought I'd got on top of it, something else would come and something else would come. And luckily, touch wood, we haven't had any kind of major failures or disasters or anybody backing out and changing suppliers and things like that. In fact, quite the opposite. We managed to get a very good friend called Vanessa, who has really helped, especially in this last 3 or 4 months, when I kind of realized that thinking back to December, I didn't have it all sorted. I had the kind of bare bones of it sorted. And it was only this last few months that I've really kind of realized exactly what it all entails. Now, it's not long to go. It's only a few weeks to go now until the wedding, and 99% of it is sorted. But it's got to that stage where, especially in the last probably 3 or 4 weeks, it started to wake me up at night, worrying and overthinking and anxious. And you know what it's like when you get woken up in the middle of the night with anxiety or overthinking, because everything is 100 times worse and a lot more dramatic, and the overthinking is worse. And it makes no sense because when you wake up the next day, it's never as bad as it was during the night. And I know that I am overthinking. I know that I've got everything sorted, but it still wakes me up. I think it's just because it's getting closer and closer to the event. And that's why I'm getting, it's like a combination. I put a social media post out earlier today about it. And it's a combination of excitement and fear and just striving for perfection on the day. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fool, and I know that I can't expect perfection. I don't want perfection. Perfection isn't really a good thing to crave because it's impossible to achieve. And the other way to think about it is if you look back at our vlogs, the funniest part of our vlogs are the outtakes, which is imperfection, isn't it? It's the opposite. If we were getting it perfect, we'd be getting the take right first time. And we don't do that. And it's the outtakes that are the funny bits. So I don't want perfection. I think it's a control thing. And I think it's overthinking the things that I have no control over. I'll give you an example, the weather. So we live in the Highlands. So there's a high chance that it's going to rain or be windy or be cool or all three. It's very unlikely to be warm and sunny and calm. But it could be. I mean, the chances, you don't know, do you? And I find myself worrying about that. And I have no control. None of us really have any control over the weather. And so I don't know why I'm overthinking that, but I just do. I just overthink that aspect of it. And that's just one example. And you don't have to comment saying, "Oh, there's nothing you can do," and you enjoy it in the car. I know all that. I'm quite an intelligent man, despite the looks, and I understand and have prepared for what I think is every eventuality on the day. But it doesn't stop, does it? It doesn't matter what you do in life, what you're planning, whether it's a holiday, whether it's a wedding, whatever it is, a bake sale. You could be preparing for anything, and it's when it gets close to it, I think a lot of people still are waking up in the night overthinking and worrying about things. But what's that all got to do with no vlogs? Well, because I've been putting so much time into preparing for the wedding, I literally haven't had time to do any vlogs. I've got loads of things waiting to go because we had all the plans that we had earlier in the spring waiting to start. And it's just, this is taking up so much time that if I take my eyes off the wedding ball for more than 5 minutes, I kind of feel that I should be focusing on that rather than on other things. And when I do that, when my mind is split between different things to do, I don't work very well. I think it's an attention thing. And I'm constantly like, oh, I should be doing this with the wedding. I should be phoning this person. I should be writing this list. And so I can't concentrate and put the effort into the vlogs. And I know that will then lead to another lot of comments, which is you don't have to put a vlog out every week. We'll still be here and blah, blah, blah. I know that. I just wanted to put something out because it's been a couple of weeks since we put something out. And it's good for me just to talk at you like this, where you can't immediately answer back. You can write in the comments, but Sean will deal with those because I'm too stressed. I'm worrying about, well, I nearly told you something about the wedding then, but I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to wait a few weeks before that happens. But we're okay. Sean's fine. He's busying himself outside while I'm dealing with most of the wedding stuff. I found out that it's not my hip that's the problem and it's not my groin. They don't know what it is. I'm back to square one. So I'm waiting on a doctor's appointment and I've actually put all that off now until after the wedding because I don't want to be worried about it. It's hurting, but I'm just taking painkillers just to keep it subdued enough so that I can get what I need to do done. And that's it. That's where we're at. The wedding is in a few weeks. Once that's over with, I want to take it easy. I've told myself and I've told Sean and I've told a couple of friends that after the wedding, that's it. I'm going to chill until at least Christmas, just after Christmas. That won't happen. In all reality, I know myself and I don't think that will happen. But what I will be doing is getting back to the vlogs after the wedding. So obviously we'll show you some bits and pieces from the wedding, not too much because it is at the end of the day, it's not we're not vlogging the wedding. It is a very private thing for us, but we will show you some photos and tell you what happened and things like that. But I am going to get back to normal vlogs after the wedding. So probably towards the end of September, you're going to start seeing vlogs again. But I am going to try and take it a little bit easy because I need to get this pain sorted out. It's coming up to 2.5 years now. It's really bad. It is affecting my life, and I need to get that sorted. So that's the focus after the wedding and the vlogs. Sean is starting the boat build after the wedding. Lots of crazy, weird comments coming in about the boat build, and it's hilarious to be reading some of them because Some people are jumping in and making assumptions on what's happening and then judging us on their own assumptions rather than anything we've said or the truth, which is why it's funny. So keep those coming in. So the next few weeks, the next couple of 3, 4 weeks, yep, still going to be focusing on the wedding. I have got a vlog almost ready. It's edited, which I'm going to put out next week. The live vlogs are going to go out either on a Saturday or a Sunday as normal over the next few weeks. We do enjoy those. But I just wanted to let you know what's been going on, let you know that we're both okay. The dogs are fine, the chickens are fine, Sherlock's good. The bees are starting to get the heather honey in, so we should have heather honey for sale towards probably the end of September or October. And everything's fine. We'll show you some wedding photos as soon as it's happened. And until then, that's it really. Stop worrying. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.